you for tuning into today's science. I'm Mrs. Miller bringing you today's updates. Fellow students, citizens, and scientists, we have an urgent global catastrophe at hand. Global warming. Global warming has reared its ugly head and it is ready to pounce on none other than our water supply. It is up to you to find a solution to this. But before we go into much detail, let's hear from Professor Mylar, who will give us more details about the scientific backgrounds behind what exactly is going on with this global warming. Professor Mylar.
Hello? Is this thing on? Anyways, I am Professor Mylar, old and wise in my scientific knowledge, and I will share with you my knowledge about this predicament that we find ourselves in. Yes, we find ourselves in quite the predicament. Global warming. The increase of the temperature of the average global temperatures has caused our ice levels to drop because they're melting. And then melted water gets into our oceans and it's caused sea levels to rise. And because those sea levels have risen, what also has happened is that it has infiltrated our freshwater supplies and our groundwater. Now, as we know, groundwater can also supply the water from our streams and from our rivers and from our lakes, and that salt water has now infiltrated all of those freshwater reserves. Besides the mass death of freshwater creatures, our greatest predicament is that we are running out of fresh water ourselves. Now, we have 3 days to solve this problem because the human body can go 3 days without fresh water, and our reserves are already running quite low. In any case, if it was unclear, we cannot drink salt water. I mean, you can, but if you do, what will happen is that your urine is already less salty than salt water. So if you ingest the salt water, your kidneys will begin to add more water from your body to make that urine less salty than it started out with. So your body is losing water even faster. That's bad. So we must design some contraption, some prototype that is going to cause the average American to be able to walk into their kitchen, grab supplies, and build a desalinizer, because we need our water. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is up to you to design and to build and to test and to refine and then to present your final prototype to the board, and they will assess which prototype is the most efficient for our thirsty Americans. So, that is what you need to know for this time. Thank you for your time. I am Professor Mylar. Yes.
Thank you, Professor Mylar, for that update. Now, students, there are some constraints with this engineering expedition that you are about to embark upon. Because water is such a necessity, this contraption that you design must be able to create as much fresh water as possible within the time constraint of 1 class. So, you need to be efficient. Also, with this, you must keep in mind that there are limited resources and there is limited energy, so please be efficient with your methodology as well. This contraption must be able to be set up within a class period and also taken apart and put away in the class period. Here are some examples to get your brain juices flowing, because I know there are some of you out there that have no idea what to do. So what you can do is you can mimic these ideas completely, or you can take pieces from some of them and combine them into a hybrid, or if you have your own idea, because this is not the only way to create a desalinizer, you can do your own way completely. You decide. Alright, let's take a look. And there you have it. Be creative. Best of luck, comrades. The nation's thirst is in your hands.